Thank you for joining us on Daily News Podcast. It's time to explore the stories that are defining our times, from groundbreaking local events to pressing national issues. All the news you need, right here on Mangalore today.
In a tragic incident near Pavanjay on NH66, a speeding car fatally ran over 27-year-old Shruti Acharya, a resident of Kollur, Mangaluru. Shruti and her father had stopped by the roadside to wear a raincoat when the car hit her, dragging her along with her two-wheeler. Shruti, a software engineer visiting from Chennai for her brother's last rites, sadly succumbed to her injuries at the hospital. Her father, Gopalacharya, and another woman, Kairanisa, also sustained serious injuries in the accident. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families affected by this heartbreaking incident.
In Bantwal today, the Netravathi River witnessed a sudden rise in water levels. Starting at 6.7 meters in the morning, it surged to 7.4 meters by evening and reached 7.5 meters by night. The danger mark is at 8.5 meters, but fortunately, there have been no floods so far. Despite this, residents along the riverbanks are urged to stay vigilant and avoid venturing near the water. Local authorities are closely monitoring the situation to ensure the safety of the community.
In a shocking incident, a man named Melwin, 33, was arrested in Kollur for the murder of his mother, Hilda Montero, 60, in Varkadi. Melwin allegedly set his mother ablaze in their backyard and attempted to do the same to a relative named Lalita. The motive behind this heinous crime remains unknown. Melwin fled the scene and was on the run, traveling through Hosangadi to Mangaluru and eventually being apprehended in Kollur. Stay tuned as the investigation unfolds. In a bid to combat drug abuse, the Mangaluru City Police has launched a QR code-based anonymous reporting portal. Police Commissioner Sudhir Kumar Reddy announced this initiative during a program marking the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. The QR code will allow students, parents, and others to report drug consumption and sales anonymously. It will also be integrated into anti-drug and awareness committees set up in educational institutions. The portal contains detailed questions for reporting incidents, ensuring confidentiality and timely action. Additionally, these committees will work towards creating awareness, monitoring campuses for suspicious activities, providing counseling, and conducting screenings. The police are optimistic about the effectiveness of this new system in curbing drug abuse on campuses.
In significant news from Mangalore, the data provided by the city police indicates a concerning trend on the national highways surrounding the city. Over the past 2 years, these highways have witnessed the loss of 188 lives, with a staggering 86% of these fatalities occurring on the 43-kilometer stretch of the Kochi-Panvel NH666 alone. Pedestrians account for more than one-third of the road accident victims, with 72 lives lost in the Mangalore City Police Commissionerate limits. The NH66 has become particularly dangerous, claiming the lives of 81 people in the Traffic North Police limits and 55 in the Traffic South Police limits. The police have highlighted the lack of road furniture and safety measures on these highways and have called for immediate action to prevent further tragedies. The authorities are urged to address the identified accident black spots and enhance safety measures to curb the rising number of road accidents in the region.
In a recent development in Moodbidri, the local police have apprehended Sumit Raj, a leader of the Hindu Jagarana Vedike, following allegations made by a bus owner. The complaint stated that Sumit Raj not only vandalized the bus, but also extorted 5 lakhs from the owner. This incident traces back to a collision on November 11, 2024, involving a private bus and a two-wheeler carrying Sumitra and her daughter Sanvi, who were injured in the accident. Subsequently, the bus driver was accused of negligence, leading to protests by Hindu Jagarana Vedike members, including Sumit Raj, demanding immediate compensation. The bus owner succumbed to the pressure and reportedly paid Rs 5 lakhs within hours of the incident. However, the bus owner later filed a complaint with the Moodbidri police station, resulting in Sumit Raj's arrest.
In a recent development in Mangaluru, a clash erupted among under-trials at the district jail premises. A notorious rowdy from Ulal, Mohammed Mukhtar, along with other inmates, was involved in the altercation. One of the under-trials, named Keshav, sustained severe injuries and has been admitted to the hospital. Keshav is accused in the Akshay Kalaga murder case dated November 6, 2023. Mukhtar, with a criminal record of over 15 cases, was apprehended in July 2022 after a police encounter where he was shot in the legs while attempting to flee. The incident has raised concerns about the safety and security measures in the jail premises.
In a recent incident on the Mani-Mysuru National Highway near Sampaj, a car traveling from Sulia to Mysuru collided with a KSRTC bus en route from Mysuru to Mangaluru near Devarakoli. The collision resulted in significant damage to both vehicles, fortunately without any reported injuries. Authorities are investigating the cause of the accident as commuters are urged to remain cautious while traveling on the highways. Stay tuned to Mangalore Today for more updates on this developing story.
In a significant step towards combating drug abuse, Mangaluru City Police and Dakshina Kannada District Police, along with Nitya Institute of Professional Education, observed the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking 2025 at Town Hall. The event, graced by Prof. Dr. M.S. Mudithaya, highlighted the pivotal role of youth in this battle. Bina Saldanha, a former addiction survivor, shared her inspiring recovery story, urging the younger generation to shun drugs. Prominent figures like actor Rupesh Shetty and top police officials stressed the need for collective action to create a drug-free society. The event featured powerful street plays by students emphasizing the perils of addiction. The call for heightened community involvement and awareness rang strong as Mangaluru continues its fight against drug abuse.
In a tragic incident in Chamarajanagar, Karnataka, Chief Conservator of Forest T. Hirilal confirmed that a tigress and its 4 cubs were found dead due to poisoning. The post-mortem of the tigers has been completed, and samples have been sent for testing to determine the exact poison used. The adult tigress and cubs, aged between 8 to 10 months, were discovered 3 days ago. Authorities are investigating whether the cow carcass, found partially consumed near the site, was intentionally baited with poison. Suspects from Kappa village are in custody for questioning. Additionally, a team from NTCA, including AIG Faharini, has been assigned to investigate the case and submit a report within 2 weeks. The authorities are also looking into possible lapses in the patrolling system and the well-being of forest personnel.
In Bengaluru, U.S. visa applicants are taking drastic measures by deleting past social media posts related to politics, religion, and social issues. The U.S. Embassy in India has made it mandatory for applicants of certain non-immigrant visas to make their social media profiles public. Applicants must also disclose all social media usernames used in the past 5 years, failing which could result in visa denial. In light of this, students are curating neutral online personas by refraining from posting political content and unfollowing activists. Education consultancies are now offering social media counseling to help students manage their online presence. Experts advise students to showcase their academic achievements and extracurricular activities while avoiding controversial topics. The visa process has become more stringent, with U.S. officials scrutinizing social media to ensure they are admitting responsible and rule-following candidates. In a bizarre incident, a man attending court proceedings in Gujarat from a toilet has gone viral. The man, with the name Samad Battery in the Zoom meeting with Gujarat High Court Justice Nirzar S. Desai, was seen on the toilet seat with earphones on while also keeping his mobile phone on the floor. The court was hearing a matter related to a check bounce case. This isn't the first time such incidents have occurred, as previously in March, a man was fined Rs 2 lakh for a similar act, and another was fined Rs 25,000 for attending court while lying on his bed. These incidents serve as a reminder to maintain decorum during virtual court hearings.
In a recent update on the tragic Air India jet crash in Ahmedabad on June 12 that claimed the lives of at least 260 individuals, India has declined a UN investigator's offer to assist in the probe. This move comes after the United Nations Aviation Agency extended help by providing an investigator to aid in the analysis of crucial black box data. The International Civil Aviation Organization had proposed the involvement of their investigator as an observer. However, Indian authorities turned down the offer. India's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau, AAIB, is leading the investigation, and questions have been raised regarding the delay in retrieving and analyzing the black box data. The decision on where to examine the flight recorders remains pending, with some experts emphasizing the importance of timely action to prevent future tragedies. The Indian government's limited communication on the incident has led to concerns about transparency in the investigation process. Stay tuned for further updates as the probe progresses. In news from Mangalore today, former Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud has expressed his views on one nation, one election to a parliamentary panel. He has dismissed arguments that the bill violates the basic structure doctrine, but opposed the wide powers given to the Election Commission. Justice Chandrachud emphasized that simultaneous elections do not infringe upon the right of voters to choose their representatives. He highlighted that the Constitution does not mandate separate Lok Sabha and Assembly elections, therefore staggered elections are not a part of the basic structure. Justice Chandrachud also addressed concerns about regional parties, stating that any impact could be addressed through regulations on campaign finances. His detailed note submitted in April will be discussed by the Joint Parliamentary Committee on ONO-E bills with other dignitaries on July 11th.
A tragic incident unfolds in Bengaluru as a young woman plunges to her demise from the 13th floor of an under-construction building. The woman had ventured to the site with her companions for a night of revelry. Reports indicate she fell into a lift shaft in the building, where a lift was slated to be installed. While initial speculation pointed to a video shoot gone wrong, authorities have found no evidence supporting this claim. The police are diligently probing all facets of the case, though they currently lean towards the theory of an accidental fall. The Parapana Agrahara police station is handling the matter with an unnatural death report now on record.
In a shocking incident in Mallikarjuna Nagar, Hyderabad, a 41-year-old man and his 37-year-old wife were apprehended for allegedly live streaming their sexual activities on a mobile app for monetary gain. This couple resorted to such explicit actions as a quick way to make money, admitting to the police that they engaged in this act for financial benefits. The man, a cab driver by profession, and his wife attracted mostly young app users who paid them for live or recorded videos of their acts. Each live session cost drawers $2,000, while a recorded clip was sold for $500. The couple was successful in earning more income through this illicit activity than the man's regular job. Utilizing HD cameras, they carefully concealed their identities by wearing masks during the live streams. The police, after being tipped off, raided their residence and seized incriminating evidence. A case has been filed under the Information Technology Act, and investigations are ongoing. In a significant development, the U.S. president hinted at a very big trade deal with India following a series of closed-door talks between the two nations. President Trump expressed optimism about the potential agreement, emphasizing the importance of expanding trade relations with India. Negotiations primarily focused on market access, tariff cuts, and non-tariff barriers to boost bilateral trade from $190 billion to $500 billion by 2030. The talks were led by U.S. officials from the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative and their Indian counterparts, headed by Rajesh Agrawal. Indian Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal reiterated the commitment to negotiate a fair and mutually beneficial trade agreement that will promote business and benefit both economies. Additionally, President Trump highlighted signing a trade deal with China aimed at expediting rare earth shipments and implementing the Geneva Agreement, following escalating tensions between the two countries.
The stage is set for the Grand Rath Yatra at Puri's Jagannath Temple as devotees flock to witness the iconic chariot festival. The ancient tradition, believed to grant devotees moksha, sees millions gathered to pull the chariots of Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra, and Subhadra to Gundicha Temple. Authorities are leaving no stone unturned with elaborate security arrangements in place, including AI-enabled CCTVs to ensure a smooth and incident-free celebration. Stay tuned as Mangalore Today brings you the latest updates on this auspicious event.
Thank you for being with us for today's edition of the Daily News Podcast. To explore more about the stories we've discussed, mangaloretoday.com is the place to go. And for the latest news delivered directly to you, subscribing to our channel is the way. Take care.